Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler every series of videos I would do for a little while now. I go over there and try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. All I can do is apologize for the less than ideal circumstances of this particular video. But we'll get into that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, clearly. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, where I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Vended shirt. I like this shirt. It's very cool. I love the design. If you are unfamiliar with the band Vended, they've been around for a few years now. They are somewhat probably most famously associated with the band Slipknot, as a couple of the members are actually the offspring of Slipknot members. Specifically, I know the lead singer is the son of Corey Taylor, lead singer of Slipknot. Maybe the drummer? One of them is the son of Clown from Slipknot. I ran into these guys like 2 years ago now, which makes me feel a little bit sad when I think about it, how quickly time passes. They were on tour with, with Ginger, who I fucking love. They were fantastic, and then I was actually fortunate enough just a few months later, they ended up being on tour with another band that I love called Bloodywood, and fucking loved them both times. Picked up a shirt. I got some videos of their performances both times. Those are on my channel just in case you're like, hey, I like music stuff too. You can check them all out there. But anyway, what am I trying for your day, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it... We'll get to that. So, first things first. We are reviewing something from a brand new place to me. It is... Boom! Okay, so it's the thing. This is from Naf Naf Grill. N-A-F G-R-I-L-L. What the fuck is Naf Naf Grill? Well, I didn't know, but I was driving by and I saw it and I was like, cool, review possibility. And it turns out it's basically sort of like a Middle Eastern version of Chipotle. Like, and there's a lot of these things now. Like, you have like Poke Bros for like the poke stuff, Teriyaki Madness, where basically you go in and instead of there being like, you know, specific select pre-made items, there's like options. You know, you have like meats and proteins and things that you can put in and all this different stuff. There we go. So, and I will mention, yes. At the time I'm doing this, there is like a minor snowstorm going on, and so it's super dark out, hence the lighting. I apologize, and on top of that, hopefully it won't pick up too bad, but for the same reason, I do have to have the heater on. Normally I would just turn that off and just do the review, but it's just too cold. So, but anyway, boom, what is this? This is their new spicy chicken pita, but I don't know which one because I got two. Let's find out together. Ha! This is their one with crispy chicken. I am going to be doing a second review of their chicken shawarma version. So, first and foremost, let's take a look. I mean, it looks a little bit sexy, folks. I'm not going to lie. It looks... Can we get a better thing? And of course, it's going to be dog shit because of the lighting, but ha 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 ha! Yay! It is what it is. So yes, this is like a brand new item. And then you customize it, basically. So it's got crispy chicken, which you can see right there. And then they asked me what I wanted, and I was like, I don't fucking know, man. So I just went with, like, some cucumber, a little cabbage, and some tahini sauce. And then it also comes with their spicy hummus inside. So, let's give it a go. Try out Naf Naf Grill. Chicken's good. Speaking of teriyaki madness, actually kind of reminds me of a chicken katsu cut, which I reviewed from Teriyaki Madness. Go watch that video. Yeah, it's nice chicken. It's cooked well. Can't taste the oil or anything like that. Yeah, that's good. I like it. There's also some onions in there too. which I'm not the biggest onion guy, but when you use it with like a bunch of different veg and stuff and everything, it's fine. It's just, I don't like it when it overpowers things, you know? But in this instance, it's nice. Kind of helps freshen it up. It's pretty good. I like it. The tahini sauce is good. Nice and flavorful, a little tangy. There's like lots of different options for sauces available. Some are more mild, some are spicy. I just went for some tahini because it was one of the only ones that I knew what it was off the top of my head. I love Middle Eastern food. You folks have seen me review some Middle Eastern food. Jerusalem Cafe immediately comes to mind. Go watch those reviews. So it's like, I know a little bit, but not really that much. So I'm definitely like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's pretty dang good. Like I said, the chicken is good. I like the taste of the tahini sauce. I think I made a good choice in terms of the toppings. With the cucumber, the cabbage, and a little bit of the onion. Like I said, helps keep it fresh. You have to get down a little bit to get the what is it? Oh, to get like the spicy hummus. But once you get there, it is there. I was a little bit worried that like really there wasn't going to be much to it, but like there is a little bit of a kick. It warms up your mouth, especially against the tahini sauce. I was like, maybe the tahini sauce will kind of override it, you know? But no. No, I mean, honestly, I'm pretty down with this. The pita is nice and soft. I mean, I don't have any issue with this. It's good. It's flavorful. It's tasty. It has a lot of different flavors going on, so there's some nice complexity to it. And my biggest criticism, I would say, is that although you do get a little bit of a kick from the spicy hummus, me personally, I probably would have liked it to be a little bit spicier. Because, again, especially against everything else, it has to really kind of fight for that spice. But it does come through at the end. It's just sort of the very last thing. Like I said, you get that nice warmth to it. But honestly, like, I'm surprised at, how really tasty this is. Just because, when you talk about, again, like sort of the Chipotle style places and stuff, I mean, they're fine. I like Chipotle. I've reviewed stuff from Chipotle. Like I said, Poke Bros and what have you. But honestly, I think that in terms of, don't do that. I think in terms of like those places that I've tried, this might be my outright favorite. I think the flavors are really good. I mean, if I'm comparing it against a similar institution, again, I have to go back to Jerusalem Cafe. It's, a favorite spot of mine that does the same type of food. It's not quite as good as Jerusalem Cafe. Like, it's definitely a step down from that. But at the same time, again, for this being, I'm guessing there's a chain of these. I don't think it's just a one-off. Excuse me. For it being, again, sort of a Chipotle style thing, like, everything tastes really fresh. It's really flavorful and good. And, like, yeah, man, I'm down. So, I mean, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and yes. Like, genuinely. When I'm out in this particular area that I'm at right now, I've got different food options and stuff. This wouldn't necessarily be my immediate go-to place, but it's definitely a place that I would probably swing by from time to time because, again, it's like, again, if I'm comparing it against Chipotle or Teriyaki Madness, something like that, those all have, their pros and cons too. But, like, yeah, man, like, if I'm down for some Middle Eastern food and, maybe I don't want to, truck it out to one of my more established places, this is a good option. And I like it. And if I'm recommending it to people, I like to think that at this point in 2024, Middle Eastern food, Mediterranean-style cuisine kind of stuff, it's got a fair amount of reach. Most people, at least in America, probably, have some experience with it. this one, again, I'm not going to say it's as good as like home style or, your favorite spot, but like as an option, it's genuinely pretty good. And, if you don't, maybe you haven't, it's not a terrible place to start, You can go there, ask the, whoever's working there, their recommendations and stuff like that, and they'll kind of coach you through it. But I like it. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly naf-naf-tastic rest of your life, I guess. Because, it's not too bad. You might be able to do better, but, it's still pretty good. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. Try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Today wasn't like the best day for me. I had to work a 12-hour shift, which I really didn't want to do, but it was like, gotta make that overtime when you can. And then on top of that, man, it's like I said, it's kind of storming out a little bit, and I had to go over there and make a trek finally to go out and get some stuff. Blah. And it's important when we deal with situations in our life that maybe aren't the best for us. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe, I'm sure there has to be more of these things available. Maybe there's like, a Korean food version of the Chipotle formula, or, like an African food version. I don't know. If there is, and I'm unaware of it, please hit me up in the comments so that I can go over there and, kind of check around and see if it's available. Or even if it's not a Chipotle-style thing or whatever, just, there's a spot you want me to check out, please let me know. I'll try to get to it if and when I can. And in the meantime, folks, just stay safe and live good lives and all that good stuff.